welcome to XSN, your shopping network, live in Hollywood, California, down here at Meltdown Comics. Today we have a special guest, Satine Phoenix, with us.
That's me.
Hi, thanks for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
So I have actually read your new comic, or your older comic. I read the first one.
Yes.
The new Praetorians, which is an amazing comic. You guys should absolutely check this out. I mean, the powers that this girl acquires, it's just super duper cool.
And science-based.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep. So what got you into art in general?
When I was a wee lass, my grandmother used to give me stuff to do, and like watercolors and crayons and all that kind of stuff.
Oh, cool.
And yeah, so I've been drawing since I was like that tall.
Really?
Yeah, and then one thing led to another. I took art classes and stuff, and then I was gonna be in the Merchant Marines, and then the last minute, right before college started, I decided I need to be an artist. So
Yeah.
I did that, went to art school.
Those are very different.
Yeah. Well,
paths.
I wanted to go and travel the world and then paint what I saw all over the world, and I realized I should probably learn how to paint first.
Oh. Well, I mean, so which art school did you go to?
I went to the Academy of Art in San Francisco.
Nice. Because, I mean, I could definitely tell that there's some mad skill that goes into this.
Well, I actually
like
quit drawing for so let's see, 1998 to 2001, I quit to be a stripper, and then so that was like 21, 22, and then at 30, I was like, oh my God, I need to do art.
Yeah, yeah.
I can only be in my 20s that was it. Just for my 20s.
You were just done.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, I got to actually do something and focus on what I want to do for the rest of my life, kind of thing.
Yeah, so this is, New Praetorians is my 15-year plan.
Oh, cool.
Right now I have 2 books 2 out of 27 books out.
27. Oh my gosh, this is awesome. Do you have an idea for every single one of those, or do you just you want to do 27 because 27 is a great number?
Actually, the whole thing's already written. So
Really?
I co-created this with my writer, R.K. Cyrus, and we spent an entire year developing the story and the 3 different major arcs of the story. We're releasing them as seasons. So the first 9 books is like a really good, complete story. And then there's a whole other thing that happens. But yeah, I didn't realize, because I'd never made a comic before, I didn't realize why people make comics that are only 25 pages long.
Okay. Why?
Because it's freaking hard and
Yeah?
it takes a lot of time. And so these are between 60 and 80 pages
Wow.
each. The whole thing's
That is
written.
awesome.
My writer, R.K. Cyrus, writes it, but he writes in this amazing prose, right? So every panel that you see is some crazy monologue that he's written from the character, and then also his notes on what he thinks should happen. And it's this really big open world kind of thing. So he gives me the script, I read it, we go do a little back and forth, like, okay, maybe things have evolved or we want to reorganize things because of the previous book. And then I put it into movie draft and I make a script out of it.
Wow.
And then I do all the panels and the layouts and stuff like that.
That sounds like a ton of work. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Well, cool. Well, it definitely shows in going through the first book and just kind of flipping through the second one. It was, I mean, I am very blown away with how much goes into these.
Oh,
so yours is
thanks.
kind of like, it's like a small, like a shorter graphic novel kind of, each of them, right?
Yeah, I think a graphic
'Cause, I mean,
novel is
they're-
60 pages.
You said yours were 70?
Yeah, they're about 70
Yeah,
pages.
so they're like,
The second one's like 70 something.
so it's like 27 small graphic novels. I like that. I like that
Yeah.
idea.
Well, I mean, really, we wrote a novel.
Yeah.
And so what you see here is a chapter of the novel.
Cool.
Yeah. Well, actually, we're writing accompanying novels
Okay.
that we're going to release on like Kindle and ebooks.
Oh,
and stuff.
cool.
Yeah,
Is there-
because there's so much.
Yeah, there's a lot.
The world is so big, and some people don't read comics.
Yeah.
But I love creating. So yeah, who knows? Maybe there'll be a game out of it.
That'd be cool.
I mean,
That'd be really,
this-
really cool.
Yeah.
I know a few people that are gaming creators, which are pretty cool. So I should.
Yeah. Well, I'm really into tabletop gaming.
Yeah,
so
you do a Dungeons and Dragons thing, don't you?
I do a lot of different Dungeons and Dragons
Lots
things.
and lots of things.
Yeah.
I like it. I like how creative you are. I like
Thanks.
it's a positive flowing energy. It's really cool.
Some
So-
people have kids, and some people have
Artwork and
art
books.
books.
T-shirts
I
and
mean,
amazing things.
if you think about it, there's a lot that goes into creating a book, right?
Yeah.
There's the planning of the story, creating characters, developing the characters, having the characters interact. That in itself is complicated.
Oh, yeah,
And then once you get the
definitely.
story together, then there's the laying out, which is time consuming. And then there's just the drawing. I mean, I take reference photos for these, right?
Really?
So actually, a bunch of our friends are in this book. Kyle
Really?
Voigt's in it. My boyfriend Matt is in it.
Matt.
Chloe Dykstra is one of the main characters. One of my best friends, Alan Amato, who's a photographer. This is him, and he's one of the main characters.
Oh,
Yeah.
hi, all of our amazing friends. That's so cool.
Yeah, so there's a bunch of people in there, and I set
bunch of little
up.
cameos and things.
Yeah, well, I'm into life drawing. I love drawing from life, so I take photo reference, and you know, I disappear for months at a time, so I can get all my friends together and like, hey, we're gonna hang out.
Yeah.
Also, I need your bodies.
Yeah.
And yeah, so they act out in my living room, and then I spend the next 3 months, 4 months just staring at them and drawing them.
Oh, that's cool. That's
Yeah.
cool.
So that's time consuming.
Yes, that's very, very time consuming. Especially the fact that you actually go to that level of, you know, getting the real people to take pictures and then draw them. And, you know, it's like that's so many steps that, you know, a lot of people are just like, oh, I'm gonna draw, you know, like a guy with French fry head, you know, and it's just like, oh, okay, that's not, you can't really take pictures of.
Well, there's
You know,
room for
so-
that. I mean, for
yeah.
other people, but for me, our book is so science-based, and
It needs to look.
it needs to look like it's from
Realistic and-
something.
yeah.
So I spend a lot of time gathering reference photos. So, you know, there's a big tank in the second one that I just had to go Google and look for all the different tanks out there and then put them together and learn how to draw that. There's a program that I use because I hate drawing backgrounds. So I hired one of my friends to build a background in Cinema 4D because I wanted a big science lab.
Yeah.
And actually I hired him to do 2 science labs and
Oh,
some
man.
weapons because I don't think like that. So I had him do it. And in Cinema 4D, it's a 3D program, so you can actually put in the lighting, and you have different cameras, different lenses, and you can move it around. So I do that, and then I screen capture, and I've got my backgrounds.
Wow.
And
That is
I'll admit,
impressive.
I trace my backgrounds.
Hey, that's cool.
Because it's complicated.
Backgrounds are hard. Backgrounds.
really
I mean, there's angles and shadows and all kinds of other stuff that you don't really normally
Yeah.
think
But
of.
even
look
to
at.
like the costumes, you have to research what other people are doing, the different types of fabrics, and how things lay on each other. And, you
Because
know,
silk lays different than felt.
Exactly.
You know, they're
yeah.
completely different types of fabrics. So,
Yeah.
well, cool. So, if people wanted to follow you on like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, like where would they be able to go to follow you or follow the new Praetorians?
For me, you can find me at Satine Phoenix on everything. Just all one word, Satine Phoenix, SATINEPHOENIX. And that's Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, SatinePhoenix.net, Patreon.com/SatinePhoenix. And the New Praetorians, you can actually buy the book on New Praetorians at newpraetorians.com. But yeah, you can sign up to the mailing list, and then I will give you information as I get it. So.
That's awesome. That is
yeah.
awesome. So I heard that you're doing a little bit of like a special when it comes to the books today.
Yeah.
Tell me about that special.
I wasn't supposed to have the books for another 2 weeks, so I've been pre-selling it on my website. 2 books for $20, and yeah, so I have them here. So I figured I'll just, you know, sell them now, and with that pre-order discount. Usually it's $14.99 because they're big books.
Yeah.
But $10 a book, plus I sign it.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's really cool. And you were saying something that there could be a possible extra drawing in there for something?
So
Tell me a little bit about that as
I
well.
was thinking it would be nice just for this, you know.
Yeah. Put on the show.
I don't know how. I guess I'll have to set it up when I get home tonight,
Yeah.
because I want to give everyone my PayPal, but maybe I shouldn't be giving out that direct email information. I don't know how that stuff works.
No, that's fine.
But
that's fine.
yeah, for an extra $10, I can just draw a sketch in there. So at comic book conventions, I usually sell the sketches for $10 in the book. So
Oh, cool.
I figured I'd offer that to the people.
Nice. So are you going to a whole lot of conventions this year?
I am.
You
I
are?
am going to WonderCon,
Okay.
And I think the booth number is 536. I got this really cool big booth on the corner. I'm very excited.
Yes, corner booths are awesome.
And then
booth 536, guys.
536. I really hope that's it. I think that's it. And then Comic-Con.
Okay.
I'm going to Comic-Con.
Yay, Comic-Con.
Yeah, I got really lucky. I'm at 1603, like right when you walk in the middle.
Oh, cool.
And I'm next to the Winter Twins, and they have a really big corner booth. Can't miss them. They're amazing. They're sci-fi writers too, so we get along really, really well.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
You should check out their novels. They're pretty amazing.
Nice, nice. Maybe I will, because
Yeah.
is it anything similar to yours, or it's just like...
Theirs is in space.
Okay.
They have more space stuff, and yeah, it's different, but it's all sci-fi. Yeah.
So-
it tickles your sci-fi fancy.
I like it. I like being tickled.
Yeah.
Woohoo! I always liked the Pillsbury Doughboy. He was
He's
cute.
adorable.
He was so
He's
cute.
a happy little guy.
Woohoo! But cool. So, what inspires you when it comes to just like drawing in general? Is it, do you listen to like music, or do you go and visit places and are inspired by that, or maybe like people telling stories, or what is it that is like, I have to draw right now kind of thing?
So for the book is strange. It's work. I work on it like 16 hours a day.
Okay.
Like my average day is about 12 hours, and that's average. That's why I don't see you very often. So that's normal, and that's like 7 days a week. 12 hours a day, 7 days a week. But when I do have a chance to draw, I'm usually inspired by like a song or like somebody said something really inspiring. I'm like, oh, it reminds me of a thing. I gotta go do the thing.
Yeah.
So it's hard to be inspired to do work or to do art when art is my job. So like I was inspired creating this with my writer, and now it's just like I just have to make.
Yeah. Oh, nice, nice. So when it comes to, how long did it take you to do the book itself, the first one?
The first one was crazy. So I actually, this is gonna sound crazy. I made the first 3 books in a year. And then I got so much better by plugging away at them that I trashed them all.
What?
Because they were so bad. And then I got it like, I was just like, look, I need to learn how to direct. I need to learn lighting. I need to learn cinematography, costuming. And I was an actress, so at least I have a okay idea of how to like pose and what I want from the characters. So I got my friend Jeffrey Henderson to school me for about 2 weeks to a month.
Wow.
And he gave me all the books, and he was like, learn the thing. So the first one took about a month and a half, and I will never do that again.
Oh, man.
That was too much.
Yeah.
That was like the most intense thing. I was doing 2 pages a day, or a page, I can't remember. It was crazy. I cried a lot.
Really?
Because I wanted it so bad.
Yeah.
Now the second book, well, originally I was supposed to have 3 books out a year, but immediately, like 3 days before I got the first book, and no, the day before I got the first book, and 3 days before WonderCon, I got in a crazy accident.
Oh, yeah.
So
yeah, I remember that.
I had brain damage for like 2 months, and then I had to relearn how to draw for a couple months. So a year later, I now have
Oh my gosh.
the second book, but that one took an unreasonably long time because I had to relearn how to draw. I
Yeah.
was like, nothing is gonna stop me. I've been wanting this. I've been wanting this book, any comic book, at WonderCon for about 12 years now.
Really?
I guess it was 10 years
Wow.
back then. Yeah, so I was like, nothing's gonna stop me. I gotta keep going. So I did all the schooling all over again and jam-packed it. So yeah, it took a long time.
Wow.
But book number 3 is almost done, and that'll be out by Comic-Con, which is in a couple months. I know, it's really crazy.
Well, cool. So are you completely like better from the wreck, or are there?
I'm a
every
different
once in a
person
while-
now.
Okay.
So I'm learning about what it's like.
Yeah.
But I think I can draw better because I had to teach myself. So there's that.
Nice, nice. Well, that's dedication. Holy cow! I mean, you had to relearn it I mean, you had to learn it and then relearn it, which is
crazy.
that is like hardcore.
Well, it's my
Wow.
career. It's my life.
Yeah.
This is my child.
But it shows that, you know, that love and passion for something can actually keep you going and can motivate you to, you know, change your life from the situation and circumstances that you're in at the current moment.
I am crazy, so that really, I would sit there and I would try to draw, and I'm like, "Grah," and like 5 minutes would pass, and then I'd start spazzing out, and then I'd have to lay down. And so I'm better from that. Like
Yeah.
I can sit for hours and hours at a time. Unfortunately, I can't do more than one project at a time.
Oh, okay.
Where I was doing that before.
Wow.
So now it's just New Praetorians, just, you know, the drawing things I do around here. But it's like one day and then another day and another day, one day at a time.
Nice, nice. Well, cool. So you also do have a drawing show here at Meltdown.
Yeah.
Also, we have a couple questions. How old were you when you started to draw?
Well, I was itty bitty when I
so
started
you're
to
little-
draw,
little
but
itty bitty.
I think when I took my first drawing class was in junior high. It was like the summer between 7th and 8th grade, and it was weird because I have LASIK surgery now, but I used to be blind. Like I couldn't see past here, but I didn't really know that as a kid, so I was probably had, you know, that kind of vision.
Yeah.
So I took this class. I got a C in my art class because
Oh, no.
we would have to draw a tree,
Yeah.
right? And so I would draw what I saw, which was big shadows.
Yeah.
And the teacher's like, that's not what a tree looks like. I'm like, it does to me,
Yeah.
you know? So I thought
man.
that was really funny.
Cool. Well, that's got. I have a similar story to that. I was in first grade, and I remember this teacher.
No.
And we read a book that had been out for quite a while, and it was called Tacky the Penguin. And I was always into like funky, different outfits and costumes, and I liked things that were unique. So my teacher said, "This is your assignment. You need to dress Tacky the Penguin," because in the book he dresses all strange, like you know,
tacky?
Yeah, like tacky. So we had a bunch of pieces of what is it called? Wrapping paper, like squares and stuff, and we would cut those out and make Tacky's clothes. So everybody else had like blue pants and like a red shirt or a striped shirt or whatever. I had a nutcracker pants, and it was like a world map shirt. And I thought it was just the coolest thing in the world. And it's not
sounds real tacky.
It's not that I wasn't. It's not that I wasn't trying to follow directions. It's that I really liked those two pieces of paper,
cute.
and I thought it looked good on him. And then I got an F. So, teacher,
It wasn't
I do
tacky
remember
enough, or
you,
was
and
it
I do
too
remember her
tacky?
name. She said that I didn't follow directions and that my opinion was wrong. And I was like,
What?
what? You do
Yeah.
not tell
You don't
a first
tell-
grader that.
Exactly.
First grade.
You don't tell anybody that.
Yeah, I was
It
very
kills the
disappointed.
creativity. Luckily, my grandmother was a really big advocate of just keep making. She would write stories, and then I would draw them, and I just don't listen to all the garbage.
Yeah. So if anybody
moving
ever
forward, do what
tells
you
you
love.
that your opinion is wrong when it comes to your own art or creativity, they don't know what they're talking about.
That's bull.
They're wrong.
That's right.
So, but yeah. So where can people go to get an amazing coupon code to buy
I
some
will
of the books?
give you the code right now. I think it is XSN 2016.
Nice.
I'm going to say that because I really hope it's that. And so if you get 10% off your order on newpraetorians.com. We have shirts and we have
Shirts.
prints. The shirts are cool. I actually got them printed here at Meltdown Comics.
Really?
Yeah, and like
Oh,
check
nice.
this out. Well, you can't see it right now, but this is glow in the dark.
Oh,
Yeah.
what?
So it's you can't really see.
I can see it, but that's
So
cool.
Yeah, and it's made of this luscious
Shirt.
fabric.
I know these
Do
are
you
actually
like it?
these are really nice.
Pick that out, man. I will
like
not
it.
wear clothes unless it's delicious.
They're not that super thick fabric that's just like
Yeah.
stiff. You know what
So
I
I
mean?
have two. There's
Soft. I
this
like it.
one, and then this is on the back. Says New Praetorians on the back.
Yay!
You know, you got to sport that.
Praetorians.
So that's this and this like grayish, greenish. I don't even know, blue gray.
Heather.
heathered.
It's a grayish heather.
Yeah, and then we have another one with
And over here.
the new Praetorians logo on it. It's
That's
a
so
scorpion
cool.
and a
I like
rose, and if you read the book, you may or may not, you'll find out what it means eventually.
Yay. That's awesome. I like
Yeah,
it. I'm a
thanks.
huge fan of scorpions because I am a Scorpio.
Oh,
Super
okay.
awesome. So hey. But well, cool. So what are the price ranges of everything? Like the prints, the books, and the shirts.
I think the shirts are $20,
Okay.
and excuse me, and the prints are $15. You can get one book for, well, the discount with the bundle and everything turns out to be $10 for one book or $20 for both books.
Awesome.
And yeah, the prints are really cool because they're covers for all the books, right?
These are the 3 covers, right? So far.
Yeah, so this is cover number 1.
Which I love. I love
This-
the energy that's coming out of her.
Oh,
It's
this
awesome.
is Jason Sean Alexander.
Okay, cool.
And he's doing a comic
Did
called...
he?
no,
That's
me.
okay.
I signed it.
Oh, okay.
I should get him to sign it.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. His comic is called Empty Zone. It's really beautiful. Oh, sorry.
There we go.
Yeah. And
so
I went to
pretty.
him, and okay, so the lead character in my comic is me, because I always wanted to be a superhero.
Yeah.
It's not a superhero comic, it's people get powers because of science. And so I was like, okay, I want it to be not sexy. First of all, there's no sex in this. This is very all character based. This is what, like, everything's about how characters relate to each other and how they feel and interact with each other.
It's actually about the story.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
about
she's so focused. Anyways, so I was like, I want it to be this thing where you can feel her pain of getting this power.
Yeah.
And I want to, like, you to see her, but not it be like one of those sexy poses. So
Yeah.
that was really important to me. And then the second cover, this is Stephanie Inagaki. And she does
That's
these
amazing.
photoreal charcoal, is it charcoal or graphite? Or maybe both. I think this one's graphite, maybe. Yeah, so this is, I think, her first comic book cover.
Really?
Yeah, of our best friend, Alan Amato.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Yeah, seriously, it looks just like him.
Oh my God, I know, it's great.
When I saw the first, I was just like, oh my God, it's
Well, when I first met him, because he loves comics too, he was like, I want to be in a comic. I was like, I got you.
I got you. I got you.
And then I'm in talks with Bill Sienkiewicz to do book number 3's cover,
cool.
which is that one's about the scientist. So I'm still waiting on the finalization of that, because that would be amazing. He did
so
that.
oh, this
that right
amazing artwork on the wall.
Yeah, that's Bill
so
Sienkiewicz.
cool.
So
Love
hopefully
it.
he'll be the one that does that cover. And then book number 4, which should be out by the end of the year or beginning of next year. This is by David Mack. And 2 other characters in here. They're called the Vortex Twins. And they have this cool whirlwind vortex power. And they are designed off of, well, they are 2 other artists. One is Zoe Milk, and
Okay.
the other one is Christine Wu.
Oh, nice.
And when I met them, they were best friends, and then I jumped in and I was like, I want to be your best friend too. But they like, Christine Wu's got this amazing like mohawk.
Yeah.
And then Zoe Milk had this really great long hair. And I was like, they kind of look like sisters.
Yeah.
So I just put them both together, and so they have this mohawk and the long hair. Actually,
That's so
I will
cool.
show it to you.
Oh, I'm excited.
We'll look on the inside.
Ooh, an in-depth look into the book. I like it.
Yeah. Let's see if I can get a good one. Some action. I'm really terrible with action.
Oh, I
Okay,
see.
so
oh.
there they are.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
You can see
Look
that.
how great. Right over here, guys.
So
Right there.
I do all the pencils and the inks, and then I gray tone it, and then I have a gentleman named Max Sutton. He does it. So R.K. Cyrus lives in Vancouver. Max Sutton lives in Florida, and I'm in California.
Okay.
So we're very international.
Yes, yes.
But it's all because of the internet.
That's
So,
good.
yeah. And then this guy
that's
here,
really great.
that's my old neighbor.
Oh,
Oh, and
Poor
then I
guy's
think
melting.
My new neighbors are in book number 1.
oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice. I actually didn't know that.
Yeah.
Cool.
So there's a lot of people that are around that are in this. Well, cool.
So, talking about internationally, do you ship internationally?
I
For
do
stuff
ship
like this?
internationally.
Okay.
On newpraetorians.com, I think you can just wrangle that. I am selling it through Amazon. I just sent the fulfillment center the book, so
Nice.
probably in a week or so you can get it from there.
Cool.
But I ship all of this from my house. So when you order it from me, you can get it you can get it international from me, because I sent some today to people
Yay.
in the United Kingdom.
Oh, cool.
Yes.
Thank you for ordering.
Yeah,
Thank you,
it's
United Kingdom
amazing.
people.
Well, it's just really exciting, like, for the world.
Yeah.
You know, here's something that I
It's
do
super
all by
cool.
myself all day
Something that
long.
came from your own brain, and people across the world want to read it and see it and enjoy it.
Yeah.
That must be like super duper exciting.
It's really exciting. I cried yesterday.
Really?
I just was sitting at home, holding the books, organizing them to get shipped, and I just started bawling. I was like, this is unbelievable.
That's so cool. Like really, I'm so impressed with all of this.
Thanks.
I mean, I can draw, but it's like stick figures and like Christmas trees.
Well, your acting is your magic. Like,
Yes.
that's amazing.
Thank you.
Not everyone can do that.
Thank you. Yeah, it's interesting. So we both have our own awesome
We're both
art.
creative.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Well, cool. So you said that this was your 15-year plan. What are you going to do after 15 years?
Oh, I have my whole life planned out.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
There's going to be, I love children's books. And I already have I have 1.5 animations I'm going to do. There's a couple children's book that I'll be making in the meantime. But I really want to direct children's animation. I just love
nice.
that because I was inspired and I want to inspire other people. It's
Yeah.
just like, I don't know, I have to.
Yeah.
And then when
And
I'm
who else to
60, I'll be an
inspire to
actress
then,
and
like,
own a bed and
small children?
breakfast eventually. And,
Oh, nice.
you know, I have a whole
B&B.
thing planned.
Yay. Bed and breakfasts are always nice.
Yeah, yeah.
They're always comfy, you know. It's an escape from reality. It's just like, oh, I just get to sleep all day.
Well,
and-
as an artist,
Nice.
I'm never going to retire, and I will always be making art of some sort.
which is awesome.
I really love drawing dragons and elves and all that stuff, which was weird for a lot of my friends. They're like, wait a minute, you play Dungeons and Dragons all the time. Why are you making sci-fi?
Yeah.
I was like, well, you know, that's what I do when I'm not making sci-fi.
Yeah.
So,
Cool.
like later, in a half hour, I guess, I'll be in the other room drawing a monster from the Monsters Manual of Dungeons and Dragons.
What? How
I turn them
cool.
into girls.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, yay! Girly monsters.
Yeah.
I like it. Well, cool. So, when you're drawing, you did say that you do listen to some music and some of it inspires you. What kind of music do you listen to when you're sitting there whittling away at the screen?
So for my inspiration, I really like trip hop
Okay.
and I don't know, it's like world music type of, not trance. I don't know what you would call it, but
Okay.
some bands I will list: Eskimo, Trent Moeller. I guess it's more experimental. Mode Selector,
Okay.
Spangle. That one's a little more like. I actually listen to a lot of podcasts.
Oh, cool.
And there's this one guy that I'm super obsessed with right now, and he's a psychologist, but he posts all of his stuff on YouTube, every class.
Really?
And he used to teach at Stanford, I think, or Harvard, but now he teaches in Canada. And yeah, he just posts it all, and his name is Jordan B. Peterson.
Okay.
I'm totally obsessed
check
with
him
him.
out.
He did a book called Maps of Meaning, and I love storytelling. And so this is Carl Jung-ish psychology,
Yeah.
and a bit of philosophy, but also a little bit of Joseph Campbell's myth and symbol stuff. So he
nice.
goes all the way back through time, and also into humanism, which is like what people are like in different stages, or a novel or anything that you're creating characters. It's really important to not just have superficial characters, but have the characters have depth. And when they react, the way you don't expect them to react, that's good story.
Yeah.
So
That's cool.
yeah, that's what we're that's what we're doing in this
Yeah,
book.
you guys are definitely doing it.
Well, I mean, we talk
great.
about issues like in the first book, racism is really prevalent.
Yes,
So we show
unfortunately.
a dynamic between two different characters. There's two characters that are best friends in the same special ops group. One of them is this gorgeous tall black man, and the other one is a Native American, half Native American, half Japanese. And they are constantly ribbing each other, doing like ethnic jokes back and forth.
Yeah.
But it's funny to them because they already have this best friend dynamic. That's
Yeah.
just how they interact.
Yeah.
And at the same, or like, earlier in the book, the sergeant, he's walking in this aircraft carrier with this other guy, and the guy's like, "Hey, what about that Polak?" And he's like, "You better not call him that." And so it was like
Wow.
this neat thing where, what is appropriate when.
Yeah.
So this is Sienna McKnight is the main character. She's the leader of a special ops force, and they're like a mishmash of people. You've got this super sexed up Mexican chick, and there's her father figure is this guy named Sergeant Brian, and he's an albino black man. And then you've got you have the Polak. His name's White Bread, or he calls himself White Bread. But it's like part of what they call each other, right?
Yeah.
Somebody else calls him White Bread, like I said.
Yeah.
And he likes the guns, and then the Japanese Native American, and then the beautiful black man. So there's this mishmash group.
I like that it's very, very diverse.
Yeah, well, I'm diverse. I'm Filipino Sicilian. Nobody understands what that means. And so this book is a way for me to express the little nuances of being like me and my friends. So.
Yeah. I like it. I like that you address certain things that actually are relevant in this day and age as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's important that people don't just like brush over the whole fact that all that stuff is there.
Yeah, this comic, it's not a fun comic. It's not like, hey, yeah. It's intense.
Yeah.
You're like in it. You're like, duh.
Yeah, and it's like when you're reading it, you can actually, like you were saying, you posed her in a way that you could actually feel what she was going through. And as I was reading it, I'm like, oh my God, this is amazing. I have to keep going.
It
Oh my
gets
God,
crazier.
oh my God.
Like
Yeah.
it just keeps going like
Oh my God,
that.
I'm excited to read the
There's
second one.
moments where you can feel like people are having a nice time or like having fun in between all the chaos.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I don't know. I like it.
I think it's great. I absolutely love it, and I am so looking forward to the next. You have 2 out, next 25,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
25 to go. Oh my gosh, that's so
My
exciting.
writer hates it when I say that. Arcade's like, stop
like,
saying
dude,
that. It
stop
sounds
it."
crazy. I'm like, well, I'm crazy.
That's 1,000,000 years from now. Ah.
But it's not.
Yeah.
We've been working on this for 4 years.
Yeah, and that's awesome with
Yeah.
how fast you guys are moving with this. Some people it takes like
like-
10 years.
Well, I think people don't, like after the first year, it's just like, oh my God, this is never going to get done. But
Yeah.
I just had a feeling. I'm like, we're going to take our time. We're going to learn how to do this the right way. Then we're going to learn how to do it our way.
Yeah.
And because we gave ourselves that much time, it's real now. It's coming. Whereas, if somebody else hired me to do the book, it would be like, you have 3 months to do this. And if you don't do it, then you're out.
Yeah, you're
And
just like,
if anything, I'm sorry. If anything, I'm the bad guy of the group. I'm just like, come on, guys, come on. Like I stayed up with Mac on the first book for the last pages, like last 10 pages. He's just like touching them up and working on. He's like, I'm hurrying. I'm up with him, messaging him till 9 a.m. his time.
oh my gosh.
He's like, I need more coffee. I'm like, okay, it's fine. Let's do this.
I'll send you an
like, laying
espresso via
things out.
email. Just a little picture. You're just like, thanks, dude.
So, I mean, you have to have discipline if you're going to work on a project like this.
Yeah,
on
for
your
sure.
own.
Because this is not any small task. It's definitely not.
It's my life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's an entire life.
So I hope you
It's
guys
cool.
like it.
This is really cool.
You can get the bundle of 2 for $20 on newpraetorians.com.
You can always
and I will
check it
sign
out
them.
down
They're all
here.
signed.
Down there, guys.
Yeah.
So, and she will sign everything, which is super duper awesome.
Yeah, I'm just doing that now. And also, I got this really cool thing where I embossed all of them. Oh yeah, and if you buy from here today, or from this video using the shop XSN, the XSN 2016 10% off discount, I have the first 25, they're numbered, so you can have them numbered, and they're embossed.
What?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Right there.
Guys,
See the
check
light?
that out. That is so cool.
I know. It's so fancy.
Oh my gosh, that is so awesome.
So 2 for $20, and you have a nice, big, over 120-page book. I mean, look at that. Look at that.
That is awesome.
I'm so happy.
And I like that this isn't, this isn't like cheap material. Like this is definitely, it feels exactly like a comic book does.
Yeah.
It feels like a legit comic, which it actually is.
It is.
It's a legit comic.
I even have labels that I didn't put on these.
What?
Yeah, I've got like
that's so
the
cool.
ISBN numbers.
Oh,
and
nice.
everything.
Over there.
Well, I have them at
Over
home.
there.
I left them at home.
Oh, that's okay. I don't need these right now.
Yeah. So.
But yeah, I really like this, and it smells so new. I like it.
Well,
new comic book smell.
I'm very into the particular things. I don't like half-assing anything.
Yeah.
I'm OCD, like detail oriented, and so I don't know if you can see it, but there's like this cool UV thing that they did on here. They're like, "Would you like a UV thing on your logo?" I said, "Yes, I would." So that kind of lifts, and so it's a matte cover, and it has this cool gloss, and even this little tiny logo thing over here is gloss, and then the names down here in the corner are gloss.
That's really cool.
Yeah, and then I have
like
like,
that.
oh yeah. So the other thing about I love this book so much.
Hey, I like how excited you are about this. This is so cool.
Well, I love science, right? Like I love science.
Science is awesome.
It's so cool because I like imagining.
Science rocks.
Science rocks. I like imagining what's going to happen in the future and then putting it in here, right?
Yeah.
Like her outfit is based off this experimental DARPA rig, like exoskeleton rig.
Okay.
Yeah, so I studied that, and then she's got this railgun tech on her here. So in the back of the book, we have a thing called Science Cornered, and Chloe Dykstra's character, like she goes on, and she does little interviews with these characters, and we talk about the science that was brought up in the book.
What?
Yeah.
I feel bad. I must have skipped that part. Oh no.
A lot of people skip the ends. And then
I was
there's
just
this
so
other
excited.
thing
I was
that we
just
do.
like, oh. I guess I thought I
So
ended
this
it.
is a page from the back, and it's a dream sequence that happens between these two characters, but it happens in all the books.
Okay.
So we are going to print them out every time so people can purchase them. So I don't have the second books here, but it's on the website on newpraetorians.com, and I'll just show it.
I like the
to
colors
you.
that you use in this. I like that.
It's
It's a bunch of
dreamy.
cool colors, and then it's like really warm for her eyes and her lip, or in her mouth. And
So that's the first one
It's
before I got
beautiful.
in the accident. And then here's the second one. So this one's a little more detailed.
wow,
Yeah.
that is awesome. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I did a photo shoot with my friend Coop. And so part of this, and this is like just because I like modeling sometimes. And so this is based off of the shoot that he and I did together.
Oh, nice.
I was like, oh, that's a really good pose. I'm going to do that.
Yeah.
So the dream sequence is fun. Eventually, when they're all together, I'll put them out in a small pamphlet so you can actually read them all in order.
Oh,
So
cool.
yeah, there's
Wow.
all these little puzzles in here, and I'm
like-
very proud of.
I really like how much detail you've done in all of this. This is like absolutely amazing. I'm gonna hug you.
Yeah, this is.
Like,
I'm glad that you like it.
You went to above and beyond. I think when
I
it
went
comes
exactly
to this.
as
It's just
hardcore
like,
as I can go. Or
absolutely
as
amazing.
Little hardcore as I can. Because if I had more time.
oh man, if there were 25 hours in the day,
Oh my God. Shoot, I
cool.
can do so many things.
right? That one extra hour. I know we've all talked about it. One extra hour.
But this is my favorite scene in issue number 1.
And tell everyone what's going on right here.
I can't because it'll spoil.
Oh,
But
okay.
Once you get the book, you'll understand what this means. Yeah, it's a pretty fun scene where things happen. I don't want to spoil it.
Well, cool. I am excited to see how well everything just like flies off the shelf. It's gonna be great.
Yeah. I think so.
yeah. So again, where can everybody like follow New Praetorians and
Just go to newpraetorians.com. I don't know what camera's supposed to look into.
That's fine.
Newpraetorians.com and use the XSN 2016 10% off discount code. You can get 10% off your order. Right now I've got the pre-sale bundle of 2 books for $20 and they're signed. And then, yeah, I guess I'll put up later a drawing thing.
She also has amazing shirts and awesome prints as well, guys.
Yeah.
Well, cool. Well, thank you so much for joining me.
Thanks for having me.
It was super great to have you on. And yeah, you guys stay tuned. Satine will be drawing here in just a few minutes.
Yeah.
My name's Amanda Franchini. This is Satine Phoenix, and this is the new Praetorians. We'll see you guys later.